Uranus is quite pleasant compared to Pluto. If you've ever had a dog, you know what I mean. However, the underworlded canine has been banished from the house of Astro to reign as an underworld in the underworld. For it's much better to reign in hell than to be an unwelcome guest in the heavens. Once I was down on Venus, and the sulfurous emanations were so repulsive that any gases from Uranus would have been to me as a breath of fresh air. The gas giant planet's breadth and width is staggering, and their mooning around is getting out of hand. That leaves Mars as the only other good place, since Klingons have now appeared on the rings around Uranus.
Why did the sun never go to college? Because it already had 1,000,000 degrees. Welcome, fellow Earthlings, to a cosmic journey of laughter and learning. Today, we're going to explore the comedy club of the cosmos, our very own solar system. Let's start with Uranus, the life of the party. It's a gas giant with a bit of a reputation, but really it's not so bad. Sure, it's got a funny name and it spins on its side, but compared to Pluto, Uranus is a veritable paradise. And no, that's not a comment on the smell. Speaking of Pluto, it's like the family pet that got kicked out of the house. I mean, it used to be part of the planetary pack, but now it's been demoted to a dwarf planet. It's like Pluto went from being the favorite child to the black sheep of the family. Now, if you thought Uranus was a stinker, wait until you get a whiff of Venus. The atmosphere there is like a mix of rotten eggs and battery acid. It's so bad you'd think you'd accidentally landed on the garbage dump of the universe. In fact, one whiff of Venus makes the gases from Uranus seem like a breath of fresh air. Then we have the other gas giants, Jupiter and Saturn. They're so big they make Earth look like a ping pong ball. And you'd think with all that space they'd have room for a little privacy. But no, they're always mooning around, showing off their satellites. It's like they're saying, look at me, I've got more moons than you. And let's not forget about Mars, our red neighbor. It's the only other place in the solar system that seems halfway decent for a vacation. That is, until you realize that the Klingons have set up camp on Phobos, one of Mars's 2 moons. Now that's a vacation nightmare waiting to happen. But hey, at least it's not as bad as spending your holidays on the rings of Uranus. I hear the view is great, but the company leaves a lot to be desired. Plus, the commute is a killer. And there you have it, folks. A quick tour of our solar system's vacation hotspots. Remember, wherever you go, don't forget to pack your sense of humor. After all, laughter is universal. Before we sign off, here's a little space humor to lighten your day. Why don't the planets ever get lost? Because they always orbit in the same galaxy. Until next time, keep your feet on Earth and your head in the stars.